doctor. I can see when everybody on crowds can see all different kinds of doctors, see everybody but me. I can't even go out to my appointments. The doctors asked to see me, and Don Jones denied the appointments. I can't go to none of them. I'm just sitting here seeing a doctor that don't even specialize in this stuff. I need to see specialists. He's not a specialist. Like what they got me seeing him, one doctor. That tell you something. They have been covering up my health for so long. And they know people out there saying now it's a day for me that I could not do anymore. I'm sad for my friend because her ears look so bad. She can't even hear. The doctor said he couldn't even see inside of her ears. They were so swollen. With all this pus it's growing out of her ears onto her neck. And at night, sometimes when she would be sleeping, I'd have to wake her up to see if she was alive because I couldn't even do it. It didn't even sound like she was breathing. But I don't feel that these people should work here anymore because what they're doing to my friend, her ears, they're black and white sometimes, and sometimes they look like they don't look real. It looks like a horror show.
No, she's glad and lucky and blessed to have you as a friend and an ally, especially in an environment like that y'all are housing.
Yeah, I love my friend. I'm scared for her. I'm scared they're going to kill her here. They don't let her go out anywhere. They don't give her no great treatment. They don't. Every time they say she's clean, she's not. We can see that she's sick. Her neck is swollen, her legs are swollen, her feet burn, her hands burn. She can't even walk that far. And they want her to go to healthcare like 8 times a day or 7 times a day for these stupid.
Using GTL.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. How you doing, April?
I'm great. I'm very concerned about my friend.
Okay.
We used to be bunkies a couple of different times, and I've been through everything with her. From them not looking at her, them saying that she's plain, taking her to health care at all times in the night, trying to get breathing treatments, trying to breathe. She had to do sputum tests, and there was blood in there, and they were greenish, yellow, and they said nothing's wrong with her. There's a couple of officers here that I'd like to bring up in this conversation today.
Okay.
There's one that's called Lieutenant Johnson. We had a fire drill one time when she was my bunkie here, and she was singing and singing to herself. Sergeant Johnson came up to her and sent her to SEG because he said she was trying to incite a riot or something. I don't know. It was a fire drill. And he kept her there for 4 hours in a shower at SEG. The showers where they go take a shower at and they're locked in. She was in this nasty, pissy thing for 4 hours with no food, no water, and no restroom. And then I have another officer here. Her name is Miss Edwards. She called my friend crippled bitch and said she was plain. She used to be an officer in this unit with me and my friend Krystal. And they took my friend Krystal from me. Well, I mean, she's a level 1, but they wouldn't let me do anything with her. When I'd take her to health care, they'd make me sit in the lobby. They wouldn't let me go back there no more because they knew I'd write times and dates down and things that they would say and they would do to her. The doctor here gives her things, but then makes her come up there and take them so they think that she's not taking them from here. But yesterday, I see my friend. I was so sad. I was so distraught. I started crying because even when I talk about her, I want to start crying because her ears are so bad. And the mold is everywhere, like she said. It's in the showers, it's outside the buildings, it's in our rooms. All they want to do is paint over it. They have sprayers here that they want to clean with the bathrooms. These people here are no good. And the doctors here, they don't treat my friend the way they're supposed to. And it hurts me because Dr. Ellison, or Ellis, whatever his name is, he's an asshole towards her. He don't treat her like the other ones. He'll take her in the lobby, in the hallway, and look in her ears or put her drops in her ears and not in a secure place where everybody can see her sitting there doing that. And she had a wheelchair detail, a regular walker. She also had Dove deodorant and coconut butter lotion. He took all these things from her, said she was playing, and at first he was going to give her an IV, and it was going to be at healthcare. And then they said no, and then they locked her up in an OBS cell to do it where there's a toilet and where all this mold is at, and made her sick even worse. But yesterday was the day for me that I could not do anymore. I'm sad for my friend because her ears look so bad. She can't even hear. The doctor said he couldn't even see inside of her ears. They were so swollen with all this crust, and it's growing out of her ears onto her neck. And at night, sometimes when she would be sleeping, I'd have to wake her up to see if she was alive because I couldn't even do it. It didn't even sound like she was breathing. But I don't feel that these people should work here anymore because what they're doing to my friend, her ears, they're black and white sometimes, and sometimes they look like they don't look real. It looks like a horror show.
I know she's glad and lucky and blessed to have you as a friend and an ally, especially in an environment like that y'all are housed in.
Yeah, I love my friend. I'm scared for her. I'm scared they're going to kill her here. They don't let her go out nowhere. They don't give her no right treatment. They don't. Every time they say she's playing, she's not. We can see that she's sick. Her neck is swollen. Her legs are swollen. Her feet burn. Her hands burn. She can't even walk that far. And they want her to go to health care like 8 times a day or 7 times a day for these stupid antibiotics for her ears when they're KOPs. She's allowed to have them in her room. They just want to retaliate against her because all the stuff that she's been through, and all these people that all they do is they kill you here. Seriously, I don't know how many people have passed away here shortly. They've got this thing called paper here. A couple of them died from the paper. A couple of them died because they couldn't breathe. It's just
What's they say? Paper care?
Paper. They get high off it. They call it paper, and they smoke it. It's like weed, but they got fentanyl and everything else on it. But Dawn Jones, she's a real big one. She takes everything from Krystal, too. Krystal right now has to walk with this one walker. It only has 2 wheels on the front and 2 legs in the back. And she has to pick it up in the back just to walk with it because there's only 2 wheels. And she wears some masks all the time because the people here stare at her and call her names and call her fake. But Miss Edwards, she is so horrible. She would say, "Oh, there's nothing wrong with you, you little faking bitch. You should go to mental health and get some drugs. Maybe they can help you so you think you're a hypochondriac and all this other shit." But my friend needs help. And I don't know what else to do. I've called certain people, different people, and they say they're helping. They say they're looking into things, but they're not. Things are still at a standstill. She's not gone to the hospital yet. I will do anything I can to raise money for her to go to her own hospital, to one to choose from, because these places here, they will say the same thing that your prison is.
Yes.
And I don't think that's right. I think that's awful. Because this girl has nodules in her throat, nodules in her breast, her chest. It looks like she's got mold growing on her chest, in between her thighs. Her face is turned down. She's got what do you call that? Bell palsy, because all this stuff that go untreated. And some little antibiotics that she's taking, it's not going to work. because mold keeps on coming back until they get her out of this unit. The unit that she's in is the worst mold, is bad. It's the worst mold here. And they even got mold outside. When we go sit outside, you can smell it. It smells so bad in some places here. But Krystal's my best friend, and I love her to death, and I would do anything that I could do for help her. And I don't care if these people retaliate, but they're probably going to, but there's nothing more that they can do because my friend's in hell. And I know my friend's in pain every single minute of her time. She prays to people, man. She prays for people. She gives people things. She even, right now, she's going through lawsuits for us because the way they're treating us here. I'm a lifer. I might get to go home here soon. Who knows? But the healthcare does not care about anybody. They just want that money.
Yep.
That's all. But Krystal needs the help.
Well, we try. I'm not going into, well, I can't go into detail over the phone, but
Yes,
she
sir.
linked me with a couple of her supporters, and we're working to come up with a plan to try our best to help the sister out. You know, like I told her, she has the Nation of Islam Prison Reform Ministry whole staff is at her disposal. So we in the process of getting together, working stuff out to not come up there and yell across the street. That's not going to help her condition. We're trying to get things changed, not just for her, but for all your women that's in there as well. Because it's not a livable environment. And we understand the women that's run the country, that run the state, they're not doing anything about it. So we have to apply pressure, not in an angry way, but in the smart way to get things done appropriately.
Yes.
Not put no Band-Aid over it, but to solve the issue.
Well, that's what they're doing here. They're painting over the mold. They're using power washers for the showers. And it's in our rooms under the tiles. It's everywhere. And our exhaust here, we don't got no exhaust. You might as well say it's air from outside blowing in. We have a handicap bathroom. It's the worst. They have an itty-bitty little metal thing on the ceiling, and you can't even hear it or feel it when it blows. And they have to have fans on in our bathrooms, but people turn them off. So the wetness will dry. There's no ventilations here. It sucks. Everybody's sick. They either got colds, they got mold growing on them too, they got breakouts on their faces, on their body. But I'm focusing on my friend here. Without the help we're getting now, I don't think she's going to make it.
She gonna make it. She gonna make it. We're not gonna even put that out there like that. She gonna make it. She gonna fight for herself. We gonna fight with her.
Please, because I need my friend here. I need her because she's helped me get through my life, my bit here. If it wasn't for her, I would probably be still in SAG or in trouble. But she advocates for all of us, and then they retaliate against her because she knows what she's doing. She's trying to help us all.
Yes.
And it really does hurt me. I can't just sit here anymore because I'm trying to talk to whoever I can and get people all around the place here. I know it's better in volume.
Yes, appreciate you reaching out, and I know she appreciate your support and helping her. And that's the sad part. Women in there is not speaking out of fear.
Because, yes, but I don't care.
Yeah.
My friend's more important to me than whatever retaliation they're going to do to me.
That's right.
They can't do too much to me. They can't. I'm willing to stand and do what I can for my friend, for my best friend. And it's just sad because they want her to go out. Because it's KOP is what she gets.
Yeah.
And what's killing me here is that it's going to be cold. And then we have to stand in line to be for an hour at times, half an hour at times, to get our medication, unless you have KOP.
And they're expecting her to walk 4 times a day. Yes.
Yes. With this walker that has only 2 wheels. And she can barely walk anyways because of her swollen feet. it just hurts me. It makes me sick because they want their paycheck and not help my friend. Her ears, she wants to itch them so bad and she can't. They bleed. They have crap coming out of them. When she goes to sleep, she wakes up, her pillow's so nasty. And they told her that she put shit in her ear. My friend is, no, she can't do that. They can't because she is so allergic to this mold, and she uses tissue everywhere she goes to spray with the phones down, the handles down, because she's got OCD really bad. She's germophobic. She's scared. How would she put something in her ear? And that's not even the same mold. It's not. But I will do anything I can, inside and outside. I want to have a rally for her again. I do. We really need some help. And
You have 1 minute remaining.
All right, sir. Can I call you back again?
Yes, ma'am. Anytime.
Soon?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay.
I only have 1 minute left. I
Yes, ma'am.
appreciate you listening to me.
You too.
God bless you.
God bless you too. Thank you for calling.
Thank you so much. Bye.
Bye-bye.